Hey everybody, it's Lisa from Shabby Road Studio. Hopefully you can hear me a little better today. I am trying to remember to wear this new microphone I have. I, I know I've had people tell me to speak up, and I try to remember, but it's just not natural for me to do a video and try to talk louder than I normally do. So I do apologize. I want everybody to enjoy the videos and have a good experience. So let's try this new microphone, and you can let me know in the comments if it sounds better or if it's worse or whatever. Today is just a fun little how-to project that I came up with. So we're going to do some grungy labels. It's going to be a quick video. I'm not going to make a bunch of these, but um, I, I don't know if many people do this or know about it, so I thought I would share. So I have my Gelli plate here, and I am at a different desk. I do have a big light here. Hopefully that doesn't take away from, I know, so you can see the shadows. But it's really dark over here in this kind of corner of the room, so I wanted to have enough light so you could see. Okay, so we're gonna make grungy. We're gonna make stickers or labels with these. So when you go to a thrift store, keep your eyes open for these. People are turning these things in, donating these half-used packs of printable stickers all the time. Like I find them all the time. And I just, like I did the other day, I was just going through some of my drawers and I found this and I'm like, hey, I need to do something with that. So the thing is, I'm going to use that one because there's some missing. You need them all to be on there. So this is just a sheet. There's 15 stickers or face labels for 3.5-inch diskettes. Okay, we don't even use diskettes anymore. Do we? I mean, I don't think we do. Anyway, so this fits perfectly on the gel plate, right? So what we're going to do is we're going to make some grungy labels. So first of all, I want to put down a layer of color, dark titanium white. I'm going to put just a base layer of that. That's probably enough. We're just going to spread this. Might not be enough. We're just going to spread this layer over the entire plate. And we're going to roll off. Just going to use a paper over here and start rolling off our brayer. And then that piece will be nice to use for something. So we're going to take our sheet of sticker labels, turn it over, face down onto the Gelli plate. And we're just going to let that, it's not going to cover maybe like it won't completely cover every label. Like down here, I think there's going to be like 1/4 of an inch that isn't covered, but it really does turn out nice. It doesn't matter because these are grungy labels for our grungy journals or whatever. You can make them however you want. I'm just showing you my technique today is for grungy. So when you think this has got all the paint, you're going to pick it up, right? You're going to pull it off, but you do want to be careful and go slow because sometimes the paint, if there's too much, it will start to pull the sticker off. So you have to make sure that when you're pulling this paper back up, that the labels are still stuck to the back. Okay, and that turned out nice. See, it's just it did pick up some grungy red spots that I had on my plate from what I did yesterday. So that's your paper, the background. So we're going to set that aside to dry. Now we want to get the grunge part. So I'm going to take this stencil. I am going to actually I'm going to use a brown. Ugh, that's way too much. All right, that happens. I'm going to use my finger. I don't need that much. I just kind of want a really, really thin layer of this. Okay, so I'm going to clean off my brayer over here. And I'm going to put this stencil over this brown. I'm going to take a piece of tissue paper that is really thin so that I can go over this and get out as much of the in-between paint in the stencil. Just want to try to pick up everything that's in those open spaces. Sorry, I'm wiggling the camera. Trying to not do that, but until I can figure out a better holder for my camera or my phone. I don't have a camera, I'm using my phone. Okay, so this is perfect. Oh, some of it is not coming out. Just kind of can check it. And if it isn't, then you just kind of give it a rub again. Yep, just keep checking when you're pulling it up, because you want as much of that out of there as possible. Take your time and just get it all. I mean, most of it. So you see that? That's going to be a nice piece for collage or whatever. Then you take this off, set that aside, and quickly, before this completely dries, take your sheet of labels and lay them down and attempt to pick up. I say attempt because you don't want it to get too dry. You don't want to take too long. Maybe I shouldn't have used chalk paint because that does dry quick. But you want to get this on there as quickly as you can after you take that tissue paper off, because you don't want it to dry too much that it doesn't pick up again on your labels. We're going to let that just sit there for a few. Just kind of rub it back and forth. Okay, let's pick it up. Let's see, one of my stickers, my labels is sticking. So you got to just be real careful when you pull it back up. Pull it from both sides. Actually, what I did yesterday, see how pretty that's going to be, is I pulled the jelly plate off from the paper. So that's a little bit easier to keep that on there. Oh my goodness. Isn't that pretty? So that is now your label sheet. And each one will be, different. So you're going to have these little squares of design. And you can use those in your journals on a journal card, or you can put a little sentiment over it or whatever. But it's a unique way to make your own little labels. So let's set that over there. And what we have here is that ghost print, which even will be cool too. Let's pick that one up. Okay, let's take another sheet of labels and see if we can grab that leftover. Okay, just kind of allowing it enough time to grab up that paint. And then again, what we'll do is flip it over, because for these stickers, that's probably, oh my gosh, it's gonna look cool. That's gonna look cool. This might even be better than the first one. Oh yeah, it is. Okay, so just pull up your plate. Ah, dude, I love it. Okay, so that one is different and almost better than sticking to the plate. Look at that though. So you have two different design styles. I mean, like they're both good, but they have their own qualities. Just, I love it. This is so much fun, you guys. Get yourself, stick it to my plate, but look at the difference. Isn't that cool? So then, okay, let me just show you. So then, like, you have this. Yeah, you can cut that part off or distress the edge or whatever, but you have this. You can stick that on a 3x5 card, put a little sentiment or whatever. It's just a cool little addition to your ephemera bag of tricks. I'm going to try to stick this back down. So I think those two turned out really, really fun. You want to do another one? Let me go grab a different stencil. Okay, so let's do another one. I'm going to put some more white on there. It's not white, it's dark titanium white, in case anybody's interested in that information. That's a really thin layer. I never normally put that little bit on. I usually put too much. Okay, so then let's lay your labels down to pick up that titanium white. I don't know about you, but I can think of a lot of ideas and ways to use these stickers, labels, stickers, whatever you want to call them. You could even take a punch and punch a shape out of one of the middle of them, and then have that shape to stick on something. I mean, you could also do this with those full sheets of sticker paper or a label. You know how they have just the 8x11. Those are kind of expensive, and I usually just buy these at the thrift store. I mean, if I were ever to see a full sheet at the thrift store, you can bet it'd be in my cart. But these are just giving you an idea of what you can do with what you find at the thrift store, because that's where I love to shop for all these treasures. Okay, let's pull this one off. This usually comes off pretty good. I say usually. Okay, let's tip it over. It's being funny. I think I talked too long. And we're going to get some of the brown that was left on the gel plate, which is cool. I mean, look at that. Oh, I love it. Love it. I love it. I love it, you guys. Okay. So now I want to use this. I love this color, this Spanish moss. But I don't want to put too much on here. This comes out in such big globs. Okay. All right. We're going to go with that right now. Yeah. I think it's too much. Sorry, my squeaky chair. I'm actually getting to sit down for part of this tutorial. Yeah, there's too much paint. So we're going to take some off. Okay, then we're going to go. I got this different stencil. It's kind of a leaf pattern, which is kind of cool. So we're going to lay that down. And then remember, we're going to take some tissue. And we're going to pick up all the paint in between the stencil. Just keep going over it. It's kind of best to do this with a bigger opening stencil, I guess, because it takes a while to get all these little creases clean of paint, because you want that to be showing through on your label. Oh man, this, I'm looking at this over here. Look at the shading and stuff on this. It's really grungy looking. And then that, this is going to be a nice sheet when it's done. Okay, I could get down a rabbit hole doing this technique. This is fun. I love to use those things that are weird that you find at the thrift store. Like those late, everybody is donating them. I don't know if they buy them and then they just decide not to, like it wasn't what they thought or what, but you can almost every day you walk into the thrift store can find some of these donated label packs or sticker paper, you know, business cards make your, labels, the skinny rectangle ones, any of those would be cool to play with on this gel plate. Okay, let's peeky. I mean, I think I have it for the most part. And again, we don't want to take too long because the paint underneath dries fast, because it is, let's go this way. And down we go. Now the fun. Trying to see what kind of a surprise we get when we lift this up. I need to get really good at jelly plate printing. Like, I've been watching some videos from some of the experts out there, and it's such a rabbit hole, you guys. I could spend hours, and I don't have that kind of time, because my main goal and my main love is to make journals. But I do love to use jelly prints in my journals. I love to see what kind of weird things you can come up with, you know, what kind of designs are, you know. All right, let's flip this over. So someday, oh man, look at that. That's going to be cool. All right, let's pull that plate off. And there we go. There's another one. That turned out just beautiful. I love it. Okay, so we have this, but I don't see a whole heck of a lot left, but let's try it. I mean, we'll pick up something. There's not a lot left on there. So to get get as much as we got last time, I don't think it's going to happen. But let's see. Get out of my squeaky chair. Yeah, that wasn't completely dry either. Okay. Yeah, I don't think I'm going to pick that up with another set of labels just because I don't think it's going to. Although I could. You know what? I'm going to, because then I can use it. I can use it as a background for another stencil. Sure, I only have one. Let's pick it up. Why not? It's not going to be nearly as not going to be nearly as good as this one. Wow, that turned out so nice. But we'll get something. And then if it's nothing, you know, spectacular, you can always just use this as a base to pick up something better. I mean, think about it. You could use this, put this through a typewriter and type little cool messages on these stickers. They're just labels. I keep calling them stickers just because they stick, but there's so many possibilities with this. You can really have fun with this. Oh, yeah, there is more on there than I thought. See, it's kind of deceiving. Yeah, I guess there is more than I thought. This one is grungy. See, it's just like right in here, it's got some of the browns and it's kind of shaded. It's grungy. I see you could do a lot with that too. Okay, let me set the plate aside and bring in our, because basically that's the video for today, guys. I just wanted to quickly show you how you could play with these label pages. So we have the first two that has the most ink or paint, sorry, and then this is like the ghost print. And then here's the green one with the leaves and the ghost print of that. So you have 4 sheets of labels you can play with, add stuff to them. Yeah, I think that's really a fun idea. And so keep your eyes open for these, any of these kind of, Avery labels. People donate them and you can bring them home. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys on the next video. Bye.